Alright, so now that we're back in the sun, yeah, so as I was saying, Krista, we actually forgot to review, we forgot, the ring that we forgot to review, that was, Roy's ring, actually. We never reviewed it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
We reviewed Leafs because I really wanted to tear his ring apart. That's why I forgot about it. Let me see, I'll just pick up all these stuff. Also, since we're about to fight Hyacinth, is there any skill inheritance you want to get on anyone in particular as of our party right now?
True.
Because we're not going to be able to, like, have a lot of these guys after this, like, chapter. Or, like, in most of these emblems, at least.
Probably.
Really? That's all I got?
Things like staff mastery on Fram, if you're going to put that on her.
Yeah, I think I will, actually.
Hold out on Diamant while we have the chance.
Yeah, because he maxed out his bond with, he maxed it out with, Roy, actually.
And what else? If you want break defenses on anyone.
Ooh, you're right. I could get that on Alfred, because, like, we're gonna put a holdout on DM. Oh man, how much does that cost, actually?
I think the first stage is 1,000.
Really? The first one?
I think so. Might be 2. I don't remember.
Alright, wow, only Fram and Roxy have support so far. Alright, well, I'll just do this. Actually, wait, no, I'll just do. No, we need to focus on. Because we're just gonna review the ring and just, like, get, like, stuff on people for now. Like, I'll do, like, the cooking and everything, like, off camera. Okay, so. Let's see. I really think it's more than that. Maybe I'll check, but let's see. How much does? Yeah, the first one costs
2,000.
Yeah. Oh my god. What?
It's expensive.
Do you go for the max one when you were using a Diamant? Like hold out plus plus plus?
Eventually, yeah.
Okay,
because
so
the other thing I put on him is Wrath.
Ooh, yeah, and Wrath I think is like 2,000. I do have the manuals though, so I mean, but do you want to like burn one in him and we just get the base version?
I would say so. Yeah, I would say it's a good investment.
Okay. And is there anything else you want to get on him? Like aside from holdout?
For now, not really.
Okay. Then I'll just burn a book on him and I'll just get holdout on him. Let's see. Oh wow, man, I have a lot of adept books actually.
Yeah, we have a lot of books.
I don't even need to. I was worried I would have to burn an expert on him. Here it's skills, and let's just get Diamant base holdout. I'll equip it now, even though, like, you know, he's using Roy for now. Roxy, I do want to get build on her from Leaf, because she's so bad right now. Like, I do want to get build +3 on her at least, because God, she's not doing so good with Leaf right now.
Let's have a good
match. She's not doing good with any of the other weapons.
I am Leaf, the Prince of Leonster. Not yet. I must become stronger.
Somehow, I won. I fight to save the world that my mother loved. But I'll need your help, Leaf.
If it can bring about the peace you desire so strongly, then my sword arm is yours.
No, I'll take your axe and lance to a certain degree, but not your sword. Alright, knife proficiency. Let's see, and right, build +3 on Roxy, that's 500, goddamn. And yeah, we can actually inherit staff mastery to Micaiah and to Fram and Saline actually.
You want Silence Ward as well, or no? Oh yeah, Healing Light.
Silence Ward. I mean, I can get it, but I don't think I would. Like, who has the better? Who has the better res? I can get it, but I want to see who has better res right now. Frame has.
No, I think Healing Light would be better.
Yeah, no. But what I'll do is I can get it, but I won't equip it for now, at least.
Oh, okay.
There we go. I'll just equip Healing Light for now, because I don't think you face Stays in the highest in the chapter. Alfred, this is a tough one. I mean, I would like to get break defenses on him because when he gets access to swords, at least it will make him slightly better. Saline, no, I'm not getting resistance. I don't care what anyone says. I don't think break defense is good for her at all. Like,
no, I don't think so.
what's her build like, actually? Like, let's see, it's 6 and... Nah, I don't think I'm gonna... I don't need to worry about that for now, at least, because her build's fine. We're not gonna get any, like, good tomes until a little bit of a while later. Louis, I do want to inherit Cantor on, actually, because, and I do think...
Oh my god, he has 999 SP.
I know, I have to... I just have to burn a novice book on him, at least.
That's so horrible, though.
I know, like, actually... No, wait, no, you don't get SP through the arena. Yeah, so I do want to get Cantor on him, and I do think I want to get Cantor on, Alchrist, actually.
On Alchrist or Alfred?
Alchrist. Because Alfred, I want him to get, I mean, I guess I could put Cantor on him, but that's break defenses and Cantor I'm burning on him. And, like, that's 3,000 SP, and like, that's going to cost an expert book and probably my adept books.
Break defenses would be better for now.
I mean, when we get Sigurd back, maybe, but for now, I would like to at least get break defenses on him. Because I'm going to promote him as soon as we get that Master Sword from Hyacinth. And I think I can burn just 3 novice books, because I'm not burning another adept book. There we go. Like, we got a lot. And let's see, okay, so yeah. So what I'll do is I'll actually, let's see, Emblem, Alchrist. Oh my god, oh, he has a conversation with them, okay. I gotta do this max just so I can get the skill inheritance.
I am Alchrist, a prince of Brodia.
I am Sigurd.
You think to duel me.
Please dodge.
It will protect everyone.
Oh my god, could he actually win? Oh my god! So close. That was a close one.
Are you hurt?
Forgive me, Lord Sigurd.
I wanted to say hello, but I'm not worthy of your time, and yet...
No need for concern, Alchrist. I'm just another ally of the Dragon Divine. Like you.
You would not believe how good, like, Cantor has saved me so many times on Alchrist. Like, because I find that I put him so much on the front lines that he really benefits greatly from it. Let's see, break defenses for Alfred. Cantor from Sigurd on Louis. Cantor for Alchrist. Okay, and I don't think there's any more, like, I mean, unless it's anyone else you have. Oh wait, did I inherit build from Leaf? Yeah, I did. Okay, there we go.
I don't really think there's anything else.
Okay. Saline, I think I will, like, inherit Staff Mastery and Healing Life for her.
Yeah.
Yeah, just in case. Like, you never know.
Yeah, it can come in handy.
Yeah, I think I have enough to inherit the Staff Mastery, Healing Light, and Silence Ward.
I am Micaiah of Dayan. I will not hold back.
And then we can end this up. Oh my god.
Oh no.
I didn't realize she was going to do 0 damage and take 15 at that.
So you were in Firene the whole time, Micaiah? I was quite surprised when Mother told us.
My emblem ring was something of a secret. But I'm glad the secret's out, so we can talk.
Alright, and there's the rest of the skills. And wait, do I have to do it again in order to get... What? Fine, I might as well just get the whole thing.
I am Saline, Princess of Firene.
I am Micaiah. It's a pleasure.
Ow.
Prayer alone won't bring peace. We must keep fighting, no matter how thorny the path.
You're right. We have to fight together. I'll back you up anytime, Saline.
Okay. And now let's inherit the skills. So what can I inherit from her? Oh, I think I can get everything. Yeah. Healing Lights, Silence Wards, Staff Mastery 2. And I'll just put Staff Mastery 2 and Healing Light on her for now. Alright, and I'll do the reading stuff and off screen, so like all the other stuff. So let's go to the ring chamber and talk about Leaf. Or not Leaf, Roy. Turn this off. Because out of this chapter we're not going to have him, so I'd like to get this over with while we have the chance.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so Roy, he's the 5th emblem ring you get, I believe? Like, let me see. You get Marth, you get Summer Considering. Yeah, Roy, he's the 5th one you get. So, Roy is actually a pretty good ring in my experience. Like, out of all the emblem rings, I do think he's like, he gives HP, strength, and res. I never understood the res. I think that's a reference to the Binding Blade giving res, because when I think Roy, I don't think, you know, res
yeah.
or strength. I am glad that he does give strength, though. Like, the thing that I don't like about Roy is that his skill inheritance, like, it's simple and straight to the point. That I will say. Like, you don't have to really, like, think about it, like, most of the skills he comes with is, like, you know, strength and sword power. Those are the, like, his go-to skills, but the cost is so high for these skills. Like, what the hell? Like, we inherited Holdout. That was 2,000. Holdout, I think, is worth inheriting on Roy, especially, like, if you put him on a tank. But, oh my god, like, strength plus 3 is 3,000? Also, I don't understand this. Why is strength plus 2 1,000, but the third one is 3,000? Like, who economizes...
I never understood that either.
Who economizes these skills? Like, strength plus 2 4,000. I can get that. Why is it jumped to 3? For 3,000. Like, I don't get that. Sword power is nice. Like, honestly, like, sword power on an, like... I honestly think sword power is fine. Like, the avoid obviously stinks, but I think... it's 1,000, which I know kind of blows, but it's understandable. Like,
it's a trade-off, you know.
Yeah, but the trade-off is fine. Like, obviously, like, the avoid sucks, but the attack is definitely dude. If you're gonna inherit either strength plus 2 or sword power, I'd honestly go for sword power because at least it's plus 6 as opposed to plus 3, and they're both the same price. So, Leaf at max, his strength is going to be plus 5 for 5,000. And sword power, it's plus 10 for 5,000. So yeah, obviously, like, if you're just wanting to get extra strength, then fine, go for the strength. But if you're getting, like, extra attack for, like, you know, a sword unit, obviously inherit the sword power skills, because the avoid will suck, but again, it's just better, like, in the long run. Leaf's other skill is advanced, which basically it's basically, like, if you're, like, one space away from a foe, then you just have to use a melee weapon, and you'll move, like, right next to him. It's fine, but honestly, this is not, like, worth, like, inheriting, because it's just... I just never found it useful. Like, I very rarely use this skill.
Like, a handful of times, maybe.
Like, I can count for myself, like, one hand. Yeah. And other than that... Holdouts is pretty good. Like it's basically a miracle that you can plan around actually, which I do like because miracles in this game, and oh my god, you can only get it from the S rank bottom ring from Deirdre, and it's just like in the other games. I hope it's not like the Three Houses version because goddamn, that's annoying. I'm actually glad miracles not in this game, like through special means, but that's another topic. Anyway, the max version of Holdout you can get is the plus plus version, and it's basically as long as your unit has 2 or more HP, then they'll always survive. But it costs 5,000, so I can actually understand why Crystal would want to get the base version now because the Holdout skills are pretty good. Though I think that it's worth just like slapping on Roy instead of inheriting it if you're gonna like.
Right.
If it's on a tank at least. If you're not gonna put this on a tank, then you might as well just straight up inherit it. Though, of course, the price will get higher the more and more you just, inherit it. But the base version is fine enough for Diamant for now. When we get into the mid game or to the late game, you're obviously going to want higher versions. Obviously, I think the base version is fine for Diamant for now, at least. At the stage of the game with what we're working with. So yeah, I don't really have anything else to say about Roy's sword and skill inheritance. Its strength, its sword power, and its holdout and advance. I think I'll just go down to I don't know, it costs too much as skill inheritance to find holdout's the only thing I can very much see myself getting from him. If not again, that's the thing. I know I sound like a broken record, but skill inheritance it has a lot of competition. And do you really want to get strength and sword power when you might as well just? If you really want these skills, I would might as well just slap on Roy because he gives strength and at max, he gives pretty good bonuses to strength, +6. You might as well just get +6 from Roy, unless you really if you really got strength to it. That's the only reason why, but. I think I'm just going to go with a 2 out of 5 star rating for him because I think the only thing worth inheriting from him is Holdout. And even that, I think it's it costs a lot to inherit Holdout. That's all I can say. So, other than that, I don't really think there's anything else to say about Roy. Do you have anything to add or to say about Roy, Crystal?
Yeah, I like his skills. I wish that the strength, I wish that the strength skill wasn't so expensive for such little payoff.
Yeah.
Because, chances are you're getting it on a melee unit most of the time. And, if you're going to get it on a lance person, just get lance power. If you're going to get it on an axe user, just get axe power. If you're going to get it on a sword user, well, sword power is right there. So, for these units that you're going to want to have high strength, a lot of them are going to end up not exactly being dodge tanks anyway. So I think the give and take is pretty all right there. And it's only avoid -10. It's not like it's, that crazy.
If the avoid kept going up, I definitely think that would be, if the avoid penalty kept going up, I definitely think that would be, a bad payoff. But it's only -10 for all of them.
Yeah, if it went up by, 5 for each step, I would say hell no. Unless it's, a general that you're giving us to. But,
oh, yeah, totally.
But yeah, no, I love Holdout. You can do some really cool shenanigans with Holdout and Wrath. Or Resolve, if you want to go that route. But I usually use Wrath. Gets to be a lot of fun. I'm going to I'll give him a 3 out of 5.
Okay.
Just because, like you said, I'm probably, in my run, only going to inherit Holdout.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Everything else is like a bonus when you have Roy equipped,
And now we can actually go over to his engaged weapons, which these are... Alright, we might as well just...
some of the better ones.
Yeah, actually, I do think so, though I will say there's one thing I do hate about one of these weapons, and I'll say it when I get to it. So first up is the Lance Reaver. I'm really glad... I'm actually kind of shocked they would give this, actually, to a... It feels pretty weird because you have Korn, who comes with the dual katana, which is just the Lance Reaver, which...
Right.
I guess because you don't have Roy back by then, but again, it's just... It doesn't make sense. Anyway, Roy comes with the Lance Reaver. I think these are the exact stats of the Lance Reaver from FE7, not the FE6 version. I'll have to check later. But as far as the Lance Reaver, this is a pretty good weapon. Like 9 weight, 80 hits, 5 crits. I don't have anything bad to say about it. And if you have Roy and you only have a sword unit equipped, and you're about to go up against the Lances, then hey, like he gives us a base, so you don't even have to spend anything to get this. Like just equip Roy and boom, there you go. Next up is the Worm Slayer. This is pretty good, to a certain degree. The stats are pretty good. 10 might, that's basically 20 if you're going against dragons. Specifically dragons. 70 hits, and 5 weight for a Worm Slayer. That is really light. Like, the Worm Slayer you get in this game, I think weighs like 9 or something, and it has like 8 might, so like this is a really good version of the Worm Slayer. It just sucks that it's only good against worms. And then the Biting Blade, which these I don't think there's the exact stats. I think it's nerfed a little bit. It has 14 might, 95 hits, 10 crit, 8 weight, 1 to 2 range, and it gets defense and res plus 5, which is really good. The only thing I have about the Biting Blade is that it lost its effectiveness against dragons, which I understand why, because you have the Worm Slayer, but the thing is though, if they're copying the exact stats for most of these weapons, I think you should at least include the, the effectiveness against dragons. Like, I understand that, like, because they wanted to, like, stay faithful to FE6, they couldn't really inherit a lot of, like, swords, like, because they obviously, like, other emblems have other swords that are from, like, the Elite series. Like Hector, like, they probably would have given Roy the Rune Sword, but, again, like, they could have given him something, like, else than the Worm Slayer, because then if they did that, they probably would have, like, given the Binding Blade effectively against dragons, but again, like, they got rid of that because now they have the Worm Slayer.
I feel like it would be too much for an engaged weapon to give it dragon effectiveness and defense res plus 5.
Yeah, I guess you're right, because if they did, it would have 28 might against dragons.
Yeah.
But at the same time, though, can't you inherit, like, yeah, you can inherit... No, wait, what? You can't inherit effectiveness against dragons? No, you can, actually. Okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's just a pain.
I guess if they want you to, then I guess you'd have to work for the effectiveness against dragons.
And at that point, just get the might crystals on the Worm Slayer.
Yeah, you're right. So yeah, I do think that's, yeah, and plus, like all these weapons are pretty good, actually. Like, the Lance Reaver is good for lances, because you're most likely going to put this on a sword unit. The Worm Slayer is good against dragons, like, 20 might, even though God, you face very few dragons, and you face worms, but not dragons. And the Binding Blades, like, I think this is actually one of, like, the best, like, one of the better, like, sword options. Like, it's basically Ragnar, but it has, like, I think slightly lower might, but you get an extra plus 5 res, whereas the Ragnar also gives defense, but it only gives defense. And the crit's nice, too. I think I'll rate Roy's weapons, like, you only get the Lancer and Worm Slayer for so long, and when you get the Binding Blade, like, I think it's, like, once you get the Binding Blade, I don't really think I find that's mostly, like, the weapon you're going to be using most of the time. I think I'll rate Roy's weapons 4 out of 5 stars. I think that if they gave him a weapon that was not the Worm Slayer, I would have rated him 5. But the thing is, though, that it's a Worm Slayer, it's only effective against dragons, and in the late game, you're not really fighting dragons, you're facing worms, but not dragons. And the Binding Blade, to get it, it's a little bit of a pain, especially the chapter in where you have to get it, or at least, like, have the option to get it, is a bit of a pain. But I think that, with Roy's weapons, I will rate it 4 out of 5 stars. Like, these are pretty good weapons at the end of the day.
Yeah, I'm also going to give it a 4 out of 5. These are some really good and really useful weapons.
Like, they all have a niche.
Yeah, they all do something. And they're all good at what they do. So I really like that the Binding Blade gives that extra defense and res. It's just like a nice little bonus with it also being 1 to 2 range. The Worm Slayer, I've actually, like, put to use with Wyvern Knights. That's about it, because like you said, we're facing things with effective Fell Dragon later.
Yeah.
Or that this won't work because you need effective Fell Dragon, which I think is stupid. But,
or Corrupted.
It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, or effective Corrupted you'll need, but it's still nice to have against Wyvern Knights when you face them. And I think all of these work pretty well. I would say the Worm Slayer and the Binding Blade are the best for his engage attack, too. Like, the Binding Blade for his engage attack is so nice.
Oh, yeah, Blazing Light. Yeah,
But
Lance Reaver,
4 out of 5.
Yeah, because like I think that's because the Lancer has the lowest mind out of all these, but the Binding Blade is definitely good, I will say. And then finally, we just have to cover the man. We're gonna finish just in time, actually. Is cover the engage skills basically. Mm-hmm. So Roy comes with 2 skills, just like every other emblem. This one being Rise Above, which it grants 5 levels. Which Krista, do you know what this means? Like, how does this work? Do you know how like?
I don't know. I've always wondered that, and then by the time I'm engaged with Roy, I always forget to look and see what it did. So.
I think I've been I have scoured the internet trying to figure out how this works. Like, I have scoured forums, other Discord servers.
Maybe it does like average growths.
Yeah, I think it just like
levels or something.
I think it just like averages, like it basically takes your growth rates and it averages out like what stats you would get in the next 5 levels.
Right.
But the thing is, though, I get those next 5 levels and I feel like these aren't the exact like stats I would have gotten. Mm-hmm. So I think it just takes the average of the growth rates and it's just like whatever like stats you are guaranteed to get like better. These are the stats you're going to get when you use Rise Above. Mm-hmm. I think Rise Above is pretty good. It's different for other units. For dragons, you get 1 additional level. So like characters like Roxy or like it's basically it. They get an extra like level. Cavalry get +1 movement, which that's nice actually. Like and armored gets +5 HP, which I actually think is. Nice. That's all right. Like not only do they get plus that actually that stacks with Roy's emblem. So that's basically like if this was on Louis, he'd get 12 HP right here. And then finally it's Blazing Lion. So this is basically you attack the unit in front of you, and you basically it's basically like in a square. I think it's how it like works. You basically attack the unit, attack like the foe in front of you, and you also like deal damage to the units if there are enemies adjacent to that foe. And then you set you basically set in like a 3x3 radius the tiles on fire. You can only use this with a sword though only, so that's like the only like downside.
It's really nice with the S rank smash sword.
The Gigerus?
I did some crazy stuff with that. Yeah.
Oh, don't tell me you want to try this with Diamant. Isn't the Cowboy enough?
I do that with Diamant, but I think Hector on Diamant is going to help us a lot this run.
Oh, okay.
Even more so than Roy. Maybe. We'll see.
All right. Let's see. So, for dragons, for dragons and mysticals, they both expand, but it's kind of different actually a little bit. For dragons, you extend the I'll just go right here. You extend the attack area. However, with mysticals, you don't extend the attack area. You extend the flame area actually. Now it doesn't tell you how much, but I'm assuming that the flame area is a 4x4 and the attack area is basically the attack area, like I wish it would tell you.
Yeah, I wish it would tell you too.
Yeah. It just says it expands. Like, can you tell me by how much? Like, can you? Like,
right.
Like at least with Rise Above, you at least tell me I get it 1 additional level. Like, it just says gains like more levels. Like, how many? So I do think Roy's engage skills are pretty good. They only work obviously when you're engaged. I think Rise Above is good enough though. Like, trust me, the extra stats you get from Rise Above, even though it doesn't tell you or show you like how much, like it shows you how much you get, but it doesn't really work. Like, I find that Roy's like just good on like physical units for Rise Above. Blazing Lion I find is like it's alright. It's not anything spectacular. I think I'll rate this 4 out of 5 stars. I think that the reason why I'm rating it so highly is solely for Rise Above. Blazing Lion I don't find is too spectacular. I think it's nice, but I don't think it's like something you need to go out of your way to use. I think Rise Above is pretty much the reason why I'm rating Roy 4 out of 5 stars. If his Blazing Lion was slightly better in terms of conditions, I think I would rate it 5, but Rise Above is like the reason why I'm rating Roy's Ring so high. Plus, the bonuses you can get on other units, specifically like Cavalry and Dragons, and plus armors. Like the plus 5 levels is fine enough, but the extra like stuff you can get on Dragons, Cavalry, and armor is why I'm gonna rate it like Roy 4 to 5 stars for engaged skills.
Yeah. I would agree. I love Blazing Lion. I think it's so much fun. Because enemies in this game really don't like to stand in fire. So they'll just like stop before they reach the fire. It's so funny. But yeah, it hinders their movement. You can't move as well in flame tiles. So I think that's pretty nice. It's definitely helped me when like I was doing the Xenologues actually, and the Brodian chapter in the Xenologue is hell on maddening.
Oh yeah.
But Blazing Line with Wormslayer got rid of so many of those Wyvern Knights for me. And like that is just forever it meant a lot because I really hated that chapter. So. But no, I think it's really nice. I love Rise Above because you can just see that immediate improvement like when you're in the combat prediction screen, and it's so satisfying. I will also give 4 out of 5.
Okay. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that's all that we're going to do for today. I'll obviously do like the thumbnail stuff off camera, and I'm glad that we got the skill inheritance done because I don't know if we're gonna fight either. I'm gonna have to see. Either we're gonna fight Hyacinth next, or we're gonna do the Crom and. Nah, we'll fight Hyacinth next. We'll save Crom for once we get Lucy and Lynn. Because I do want to do that before that, because that I think is one of the hardest paralogs if you hold it off for too long, like Divine Paralogs at least.
Yeah, it can get pretty difficult.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye now.